Low-key, niggas hating but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat.
You see me, I eat, sleep, shouldn't talk rap. You seen that 98 Mercedes on TV, I bought that. I had some felony charges, I fought that. Been sent to no return, but still was bought back. Fella threw some slangs at me, water, I caught that. I punished them little bitches before they can call that. Now I'm looking for their family and pile up the wall back. If I ain't a hot bar, then what do you call it? Fella disrespect me, I'ma be in all black. Coming by some fellas about killing and all that. Me, Corey, and Mercy getting dunked on. Ride top down, so we let the trucks pause. In the Jeep, riding 4 deep, I booted up at these fellas claiming they know me. Bitch, what? I'll bust your ass up. Don't even go there, with it, cause I'm ready to war. So I heard about the money, that's some nice change. For the right price, I'll bust the right range. Hard as a fella try, I can do the right thing. Only God knows what the future might bring. Fella might be shy, fella might be traveling, fella might survive if he buy that rifflin'. With something that'll stop a fella from playing. Something like a chopper or a grenade in his hand. Hey, fella don't play no games no more. Fella bust your head if your bang is home. Attitude adjustments do y'all need? Don't call enforcements, fella call me. I bet ya I get them fellas off your block. I bet ya I show them fellas this boy hot. This boy hot. Oh, alright, stop, cause I done had enough. When it comes to my pockets, I'm ready to bust. Baby, let me get the keys to the Rover truck. Man, let me get this beef shit over, bruh. Ain't no bitches here, I'm from the know ya, bruh. Bust your beef's head, cause it was told to us. How I'ma be running with these killers and backing down. How I'ma look in front of my people like a clown. The G code, what we live by, and we die by. The book is what we will never abide by. Fellas drive by, getting loose, beefing with each other like a checkerboard and use up in Compton. Or the watch fella up in New York, you keep them open. Watch fella, for you play by hit or retaliation, or a fine young black female stallion. Give me the keys to your car, your medallion. You fall away from your home, use a LE. She got a coochie so tight and clean, with a grip so mean it'll snap your pain. That kitty don't purr, it bites and it screams. Got me sweating through sheets and seeing my dreams. It's wetter than a creek in a hurricane, hotter than a stovetop cooking propane. Every time she clenches, I about go insane. She'll drain my soul through my goddamn vein. Her pussy brings life, it rewires my brain like touching a socket in the pouring rain. It grips, it pulls, it sucks me dry. Got me cussing, praying, damn near crying like a lasso rope on a rodeo steer. Once it locks on, I ain't getting clear. It shocks my heart, it fries my brain like moonshine burning through my veins. That coochie got power I can't explain, like touching a socket in the pouring rain. She rides me hard like a buck and steer. Neighbor got me seeing stars and I can't find relief. It grips, it pulls, it sucks me dry. Got me cussing, praying, damn near crying like a lasso rope on a rodeo steer.
Javon, act like you, Javon, you know you will fuck something to this song, Javon. Stop the cap. You know you can see yourself fucking something to this song. It's hard. I'm not. If it's good, if it's some Mason Waller type country rap, I can fuck with it. Like I don't fuck with Jelly Roll or nothing, but you know, if it's snapping, it's snapping. I'm fucking something to this song. I don't care what nobody say. You know, every woman think they pussy the best, man. They gonna cut up on this motherfucking song. They gonna be throwing that motherfucker back good. That lady pussy got power, don't it? Like, yup, sure does. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. How y'all doing? Laila Ali is back with part 2 of telling why she ain't gonna fight Clarissa Shields. Then we got a taser. And then we got just everybody is talking about Perfect Neighbor. I had went on Netflix and started watching. I'm like, oh, this is just a whole bunch of body cams from shit. And I seen Law and Crime had their own version of it. So we'll watch the expedited version of it for everybody that don't have Netflix. So without further ado, what's going on, Allie? Without further ado, let's get into Laila Ali and her excuses.
Understand why I needed to go to these. Already watched part 1. I suggest you go back and do so you'll understand why I needed to go to these lengths to lay the truth out once and for all. For years, I've been characterized as unsupportive, as being a hater, envious of her success, and as someone who disrespected her so badly. Now, in part 1, I discussed the past, what was said from both of us on both sides. I showed the brunt of what came out of each of our mouths. Nothing was twisted, nothing was taken out of context, just the truth of what was said. I also showed how she even tried to use my father's name to discredit me. Pretty unthinkable. Hopefully, you went and watched the full versions of the clips I shared in part 1, just as I suggested, because they're on YouTube. Now, I want to take just a second to thank.
We ain't that interested, Laila. If y'all ain't gonna fight, nobody gives a fuck. Like, just to be, if y'all ain't fighting, who gives a damn? We entertaining it because we knows it, but ain't nobody going back to look up no damn clips and shit. It is what it is. You ain't gonna fight the woman. She gonna continue fighting. But we'll be entertained for these 15 minutes.
Thank those of you that left supportive comments. Even if you judge the situation wrongly and see the truth now, I understand how it may have seemed. Multiple people have reached out to me privately, sharing their experiences, and are so relieved that someone finally exposed the truth about how she operates. Now, I know you know my style by now, facts versus feelings. Like I said in part 1, I'm not about the he say, she say.
Excited. You
I've
told her to put it out
on the exact allegations that were made against me, and I showed you the directly related receipts. Now, part 2 is about the present. She always repeats the same tactics, just in a new situation. We're dealing with the same person who plays the victim card, makes up lies.
If we being honest, Laila, if she's doing the same tactics to get you to respond or to get under your skin, didn't she win? You was on par. You've already said you doing a 3-part docu-series on her. She won. If your 3-part docu-series ain't leading up to a fight, who gives a fuck? Why do you have to do 3 parts? You could have just said, I ain't fighting you. Well, you could have did all of this in one. But her tactics work. She got you to respond to her. You're paying attention. You, Laila, the daughter of the GOAT, is mentioning her in a 3-part series. That's press you couldn't ask for.
deliberately twists my words and creates a false narrative.
But I don't think she responded to part 1. She probably not gonna respond to part 2 either, unless you saying you gonna fight.
Look, she fooled the public before, so she feels like she could just keep it going. Now, before I get into part 2, let me just remind you who we're talking about here.
Jump right to it since you brought her up. Laila Ali.
I always knew that Laila wasn't intimidated by me, you know, and she may have not ever said nothing, but I always knew that she questioned who was the better fighter between me and her. Because I have a better amateur background and now a better professional background. So I knew that she.
I just want to point out, this is what athletes do. Athletes see who's the better person. Jordan, Kobe. You couldn't tell young Kobe he was not better than Jordan. And Jordan was like, nigga, I'm better than you, but blah, 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 blah. That's just what people do. She is trying to act like this woman doing something different than what goes on in athletes all the time. People are always comparing themselves to people. LeBron wanted to compare himself to Kobe and Jordan. It's just what happens in sports. You want to see who the better person is, even though y'all was in different generations. It just be cool to think, I beat your ass. Nah, I beat your ass. Just what happens. Why are you acting like she did something special? If you are the biggest name in female boxing, or you were in your era, and she's the biggest name now, it's natural for both of y'all to be like, I whoop that bitch. Because I'm sure you've thought it and probably said it. I whoop Clarissa ass. She can't touch me. This is athletes. It's competition. Good grief. This is crybaby ass shit. Tell what you talking about me.
I always kind of felt a little threatened, but from when I first met her, I always knew that, you know, she don't love boxing.
What does being the GOAT mean to you?
Of course, it got all the accomplishments and, you know, all the belts and everything like that. But it also means, like, to me, just making a blueprint for the women that's coming up behind me, the original way.
You know, there's a lot of girls who use boxing to promote their with their modeling career. To be in a magazine or something. But I use boxing for boxing. And it promotes, and boxing is my brand. It's just like I'm not trying to use boxing to promote something else to help me with something else.
I'm really building a blueprint where I can tell other girls, like, listen, if you do this, this is what can happen. Yeah. If you build your brand like this is the direction that it can go. If you build it like that, it can go this way.
A few weeks
later,
later,
I feel like I just want to get, like, somehow.
What in the puffiness is this? What the fuck is that around Clarissa's shoulders? Jeez. Chewbacca?
How, if it can be figured out, what is it that the brands look for in an athlete to where I get the $20 million payday to represent, you know, one of these big brands or something like that? You have to have like I don't know if it's a certain look or a certain tone or a certain, you know.
I think if you just continue to be you.
Of course, being like a great person, being a great role model. Marshall a bitch, that's it. She's a bitch and she's gonna keep being one. She's a hater.
So now she playing clips of her talking shit about other women who ass she done whooped. What is she supposed to say about, I'm just saying, what is she supposed to say about her competition? What the fuck? We about to fight. We about to get it on. I don't like you. I'm not supposed to talk complimentary of you before the fight. Now, after the fight, it's a different thing. I can respect your skills. You took me to the test. We went through the battle. You can gain my respect from there. Before then, I'm trying to sell a fight. This is ridiculous in the sport of boxing. It's all about selling the fight. These are the clips we watching.
You just continue to be you.
Of course, being like a great person, being a great role model. Marshall a bitch, that's it. She's a bitch and she's gonna keep being one. She's a hater. She wish she was me. She wish she had the belts, the gold medals, and she don't want to be me. She wish she was black and everything. It's just sad.
I tried to tell her in the past, brand deals don't come from pretending to be.
I mean, look, judging by the cornrows though, she do look like she want to be black. Damn, Clarissa, you got a little piece of titty, just a little piece. I see you, just a little piece. What the fuck? I don't. This messenger or this phone ringing? It's messenger. Who the fuck? I don't have messenger. Who the fuck is this? It's not gonna even show it to me. This nigga don't have my number. I know he could get my number for about 10 people. Ugh.
Someone you're not. They come from character, integrity, and consistency. That's the work she needs to do. So while she's tried to paint my success beyond the ring in a negative light, the truth is I've accomplished what I set out to do in the ring, and I moved on to build a life and a career using all of my other talents. Now she's acting as if she's an expert on how to build a brand, mentoring others on it as if she has all the answers, when in reality, she's still trying to figure it out for herself. And she's doing this because she wants to figure out how she needs to look, how she needs to act, how she needs to talk, who she needs to become.
Bruh, she the champ. She the GOAT. She don't have to do any of that shit. She the GOAT. Did you not see her last fight in Detroit? I think she's figured out who she is. She's the woman who whoop everybody's ass in every division and collect belts. I don't know what else she need to figure out.
In order to make some money.
It is. It's like it's Laila again. Jordan Swag would never let him do all of this. He just would always brush Kobe aside. Look, little nigga, you can't see me, little nigga. Or they laced him up and they had they back and forth in the game at the All-Star game and shit of that nature. Just do the same thing. Fight the woman or leave it alone. You was good, she's good. We'll never know who's the best unless y'all fight. At least if you do fight, everybody will say you 50 though. They'll be like, you supposed to get your ass whooped. She's 20 years younger than you. But it would be a great payday for you because that's why she had the 15 million that you asked for. That's why I'm disappointed. You told her to come up with the money, do X, Y, Z, and she showed and the fuck came up with everything you said you needed to fight. And now we got a 3-part YouTube series.
And get some brand deals. Okay, let's get into this.
Better stop before she make Papoose make a rap about you.
She's decided to once again call me out with a $15 million challenge. She's using the same playbook as last time, taking something I said, twisting it, and turning it into a false story, then going on a
So you didn't ask for the 15 million. Is that what you're saying? You didn't ask for the 15. All right, cool. She didn't ask for the 15 million, y'all. She don't know why she came up with the money. She wasn't gonna never fight.
Again call me out with a $15 million challenge. She's using the same playbook as last time, taking something I said, twisting it, and turning it into a false story, then going on a PR campaign to promote it. Let's take a look at how this all came about. I recently co-hosted a historic women's boxing event on Netflix, the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano trilogy fight in Madison Square Garden. Millions of
We ain't heard about this shit. We ain't heard about it.
Viewers tuned in, and there were great matchups on the undercard. Now, after the event, I did an impromptu interview to discuss the fighters and how electrifying the night was for women's boxing.
And both of the ladies have so much to be proud of. They're both great warriors. And this is a big night for women's boxing. And hopefully it's just the beginning.
And she threw a 1-2 every single time, but that 1-2 was going like straight and she was already over here.
I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No, it's okay.
But I know where you're going with it. We can easily pick either of them apart, right? But the thing is, I think Amanda was trying to just be busy. I'm almost done, guys. Last question.
Yeah. Last one at Clarissa Shields. There's rumors that you're gonna come back and fight. What? Everybody's talking about it.
You know, the rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call.
Turkey has that money. Turkey's gonna send us.
I said unless somebody calls me and says they have it, we're not even gonna have a conversation. I'm not trying to come back and fight. But if someone offers that.
But if someone offers me that, the rumor is if you ain't got 15 or 20 million, don't talk to me. And did she put that rumor out?
The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call.
Turkey has that money. Turkey's gonna send us.
I said unless somebody calls me and says they have it, we're not even gonna have a conversation. I'm not trying to come back and fight. But if someone offers that kind of money, I would actually have to think about it.
Thank you.
Oh, so she thought about it and she was like, nah, I'm not finna let this young girl whoop my ass for 15 million.
Unfortunately, what I didn't find out until later was that the questions that I kindly answered were going to be turned into a calculated headline created for clickbait.
But ma'am, that's not Clarissa's fault. Clarissa don't run FightHype.com. You act like Clarissa asked you that question. Clarissa sent the reporter there to ask you that question and set you up. She just responding to the shit that's put out there.
Not the first time this has happened. Ever since I retired from the boxing ring, I've received offers to come back. Everything from exhibitions to fighting whoever I want and me naming my price. I've never really been just sitting around seriously trying to come back to boxing. I have a TV hosting career. I speak on stages around the globe. I have successful companies that I own. I'm a wife, a full-time mom. I'm raising teenagers. I'm busy and fulfilled. During that Quick Fight blog interview, I addressed the rumor that the interviewer.
So if you so busy and fulfilled, why would you even have to sit down and entertain the thought of 15, 20 million since you so fulfilled and got so much on your plate? Why would you even entertain the offer? Miss Busy, I ain't got time. I wouldn't even entertain it because I'm so busy and fulfilled in life.
Brought up. He had his facts wrong, so I corrected him and I said I wasn't trying to make a comeback. But if somebody offered me $15 to $20 million, I would have to think about it. Who wouldn't? That's a lot of money. But saying that I would think about it and saying I would actually do it is not the same. Words matter. After he posts the video, he starts sending my business partner text messages, literally trying to negotiate a fight without my knowledge or consent, while at the same time
Who is he? The Fight Hype channel?
After he posts the video, he starts sending my business partner text messages, literally trying to negotiate a fight without my knowledge or consent, while at the same time my team was being inundated with a barrage of emails and text messages and calls from her team trying to make a fight. Now at this point, it started to feel like a money grab.
All boxing is money grabs. You made a comment, a boxing channel took the comment, made content about it. The boxing channel also is into promotions and was trying to book a fight between both parties. It was reaching out to Clarissa's side and reaching out to your side. Again, how's any of this Clarissa's fault? How is Fight Hype Clarissa's fault? Both of y'all got reached out to by this same company guy, whoever the fuck. She was down. You would.
Scheme. Next thing you know, about 6 days later or so, the same fight blog puts out the fake check video. You can go watch it on YouTube.
What's up, Laila? You trying to fight? I'm the GOAT. I bet 50 million right now. Speaking of GOAT, have you tried my new GOAT seasoning? It's knockout blends with spices and herbs.
Turds.
Don't try to get quiet now. Yeah, that's what I thought. Have you guys seen my new cooking show? Episode 2 drops on Friday. Meet me in the ring. Honey, already got one of those. You know what? I'll find somewhere else to fight. Who want a piece of me? Oh, my ears are ringing.
That was hilarious when I saw it, and that's exactly what's been going on. And you know what? Rosie, that super talented young lady, is a comedian. You can go check out her Instagram page. Now, that was her perception of the situation. She's actually a fan of both of us. You can go to her page and see that. She wasn't taking sides. She's just doing a funny reenactment of what she perceives to be going on. And this is exactly why it's so important to me that we carry ourselves in a respectable manner, because young girls are always watching us. So while all of this foolishness was
Ma'am, y'all are boxers. Y'all are supposed to fight. This is stupid. Their sport is violence. That's what they offer in their sport. There's a skit being reenacted saying one of them is ready to fight and the other one is being a lady. And he said that's why it's always actually you being a lady, but you was throwing shade. Your responses were shady, which she picked up from you. And you kind of duck it, but she put the shade in your responses. Like I already got the ring and all that was all detected. But ma'am, y'all box. The young girls want to see y'all fight. That's what they there for. They ain't there to see y'all be respectable and act like ladies and wear dresses and shit. They want to see y'all fight.
going on, I was overseas on summer vacation with my family. She was once again calling me out, twisting the story of what I said on the fight blog. Then she says it was another golden opportunity.
I was very shocked to still see her even speak of me, speak of me, speak of me.
There goes the twist. I did not speak of her or mention her in that interview.
I've been let that dream go of fighting.
You did. They asked a question about her. And you the 15 million was that rumor part there, but they asked you about Clarissa. And she said she was shocked that you even think about it. That you entertained the rumor. Cause they told you, y'all know them niggas in Turkey and Saudi Arabia, they got the money, they'll come up with it. Instead of just doing it, I'm retired, man. I'm not fighting. You said I listen and all of that. Why would you listen unless you tempted? Unless 15 make you do it. But she's saying she didn't get the check, but she also saying she didn't bring her up. She responded to them, asking the question, playing semantics.
Her a long time ago. But when I seen that, I'm like, you know what? Another golden opportunity to make a fight with me and Laila Ali. Got it? If she want 15 million, we got 15 million. Take this 15 million.
What's wrong with say, when I saw it, I was like, another golden opportunity for us to fight. And ain't nobody trying to fight free. She said it's a cash grab, but all boxing matches are cash grabs. But what's wrong with her saying, oh shit, this is a good opportunity for her and us to fight. That's all she needed, 15 million. We can get that. What the hell is wrong? The makeup is crazy. Why is it a different color? It's like orange. Y'all folk did a whole bunch of laughing at Donald Trump talking about his orange skin and shit. Y'all show got orange skin. It's literally got 2 colors on her face. The fuck is going on?
And come get your ass whooped.
Do you think she even wants to fight you, or do you think that she just threw that number out there just to say?
Nah, it didn't turn copper. Bronze. This ain't right.
face?
In a way, sometimes I think she tried to price herself out, but it was like, it's better if she just don't say anything about that. You know, it's better if she say, oh, I'm retired, I'm the best, you know.
I just said that. I just said that because you was teasing like you do it, and you know it's some niggas that come up with that money.
You know, be on that high and mighty high horse that she's always on, and stay on that. When you get off that high horse, and now you realize that you're normal, because you are.
Do like Mike.
She wants to try to make it still seem like she's somewhat relevant in women's boxing.
Oh my gosh. I didn't mention her. I clearly said I wasn't interested in making a comeback, okay? But she's out here running her.
But right after you said that, you said, if somebody offered me 15 or 20 million dollars, I would listen. Why would you listen if you're not trying to make a comeback? That doesn't make sense at all. It don't. Michael Jordan, are you retired? Yes. But if a nigga offer me 100 million, no, I ain't gonna make no comeback. But if you offer me 100 million, I listen. Nigga, like, what the fuck? Are you retired or not? Is there a set number that will get your ass out of retirement? Because that you gave the number. You said 15, 20 will get my ass out of retirement. I listen. Them is numbers that'll make me seriously consider it. But I don't want to do no comeback though. So why did you even say a number that could entice you? But then you wonder why people got mixed signals. You doing the same thing you saying she doing. If we go keep it 100.
Own storyline once again. It was never gonna stop. Let me just say this. There is no way in my prime, with all the accolades, that I'd be trying to prove
I know I'm listening.
by being obsessed with fighting a nearly 48-year-old retired fighter who's been out the ring almost 20 years, while in the same breath claiming that she's irrelevant and she's untalented, while simultaneously coming up with $15 million for her within a matter of about 6 days. Please make it make sense. So she continues on her one-woman show.
Damn, you great, but you aren't relevant. They don't mention you no more unless you at the fight. But like they don't. It's you're not relevant currently in the current realm of women's boxing. You had your run in the light. That's why you ran these young boxers doing those things, because you're trying to stay relevant in the sport of boxing. You don't have a gym and you ain't got no fighters that you got coming up and all of that shit. You left the sport. You used it as you leveraged it. You used it as a catapult, as a stage to go into other things, which you were supposed to do. But just stop it. When they think of the GOAT in women's boxing, they don't think of you like when they think of your dad. They don't think of you when it comes to women's boxing. You know, hell, I forgot about your ass. You was relevant when I was a kid. And you said it's been 20 years since you boxed.
Show proceeding to try to bait me out of retirement. She's on social saying that she's the greatest now and she's gonna put me on my back. She's going on national shows spewing her usual narrative.
She's supposed to though. You 50. She's supposed to. And like, why are you even arguing with that? That's youth talking. Why? They would be like, Floyd Mayweather, no, his ass is old. He the GOAT. It'd be a whole bunch of young niggas talking shit. He ain't got time. He retired, but he let you know he will come out for the right amount of money. But he also know he keep getting old and old, and one of these young niggas is eventually gonna catch him slipping if he keep coming back in that ring.
And saying that I said that if she came up with 15 million, I'd return to boxing.
You come out and say, oh, the rumor I heard is If Clarissa got 15, 20 million, if Clarissa got 15, 20 million, then I got your 15 million. Now what?
You call it a bluff. So, but see, how is Laila upset that she put that out there? She said the rumor that I heard, and she's the one that started the rumor. So why is she upset that people heard that and came up with the money because they thought she would listen? Why is she upset about that?
You called a bluff, Clarissa. Yeah, and we are still waiting to hear a response.
What would you be proving by fighting and ultimately beating her if you went in there with her?
Just be proving to her that I'm a better fighter than her. That's all that really matters to me.
Do you realize now that this girl has been shadow boxing this whole time? I'm not in this with her. She has something to prove, not me. This is in her head.
It's about the disrespect.
But she doesn't have anything to prove, ma'am. She's a two-time Olympic champion, gold medalist, and she got like 5 or 6 belts. She don't have to prove anything to you. It would just be a big payday in a fight everybody wanted to see because it's two greats from two different eras. That's all it is. But if y'all don't fight, she'd have been fine not fighting you this whole time. Jeez.
Respect that she gives toward me, and I work my butt off to get to where I am without having a famous father to get to where I am and to raise the bar for women's boxing. That's my issue with her. And if we were to fight each other in our primes, I would have still won. I would have knocked her out.
Everyone knows this woman has not been able to bust a grape up until now. It's actually hilarious to hear her talk about knocking me out. She'd be better off saying she'd outbox me or she'd run me out the ring or something like that. But knock me out? Imagine that. No, really. Imagine that. Look, I get it. She's obsessed with my knockout percentage. But at this point, she needs to stop promising these knockouts and focus on her own strengths because that's not one of them. And that's okay. So I ignored her PR stunts the same way
It's the shade for me.
I always have. They never got a response from me regarding a fight. So then she decides to throw a couple more lies into the story.
Hey Clarissa, how you doing today?
So they came up with, so you lied then. You said it would take 15, 20 million to get you to think about it. They sent you the 15, 20 million and you didn't even respond. You didn't say, ooh, tempting guys, but I'm good. You ain't say nothing. You just ignored it. That's rude.
Laila and her representatives has told us no. Like the answer is no. She doesn't want to fight, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
She lied. She lied to put some pressure on you. But I mean, shit, if you didn't respond, that's a no. A no response is like saying no. Am I wrong on that one? Am I reaching?
And that she's scared. I'm moving on with my career again. I'm happy that she said no. I really didn't want to have to put the pause on her anyway. You know, she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. But I'm Clarissa Shields, and right now it's my time. And she wants to keep her name connected to mine to keep, selling whatever she's selling.
Clout thing, using your name.
It's absolutely clout.
Do you think she's scared to fight you?
Laila is scared to fight me, and I would be scared to fight me too. I get it.
Now she knows I'm not afraid of her. Nobody is.
So fight it in, motherfucker. Like, look, all this tongue wrestling home is getting boring. If you ain't afraid to fight her and 15 million won't convince you to fight her, what are we waiting on? What? I'm confused.
AB fights at 130 pounds, and she was willing to face her. Franchon gave her a tough fight and has been calling her out ever since. She's 1-1 with Marshall, who's eager for a rematch. Gabriel's dropped her and has been calling her out too. Shadeja Green would be a great matchup, and she's on her hit list. Even MMA champion Chris Cyborg wants to.
Ain't none of them fights gonna make as much money for her as fighting you.
Step into the boxing ring to face her. 54-year-old Chevelle Hallback has been issuing challenges. Nobody is scared of her.
We're in a generation now where the women fight each other.
They want their payday. They want their payday.
Yeah.
We don't duck each other. And back in her generation, that's all she did. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's y'all champion.
Oh, but later that same day, wearing that same outfit, she says this.
Ooh, the shade
She
again.
hasn't responded. He hasn't responded, and I feel like the answer is like a no.
All right, I know the lies. She never got an answer. And I know that.
Well, earlier she said, you said no. She told the lie then. But then on the interview, she said, you ain't responded, and she feel like that's a no. It's the same goddamn thing. I just said. But she kept it 100. You ain't responded. But that means no. Y'all ain't fought. Where's the lie?
They wanted to create this narrative that I was scared and she lost track of her message points for the day. She says I've been using her name to stay relevant because she's popping and I just want to keep my name attached to hers.
Laila Ali, 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 Laila Ali is Laila Ali, Laila Ali, and Laila Ali, Laila Ali, but Laila, me and Laila Ali, Laila Ali,
and I didn't respond to her stunts at all. Y'all know. Now you heard her say out
Laila
her own
ain't
mouth
fighting
she was moving
nobody.
on, that I was irrelevant. She didn't need me. She had so much going on, so many fights, so much money to be made. And I thought, great. But here she comes again.
Laila is first on my list. That's what I want first. Okay. But me and Laila has had some back and forth for some years now. And to me, there is no question about who the greatest one of all time is. It's me.
She said she don't want to talk. She want to fight.
Age difference, obviously. 17 years in boxing is a significant age difference.
I think even Laila Ali in her prime couldn't beat me in a fight. And I think that she is great. She is great. You know, I think that she can fight. She's a bigger woman than me. She's taller. Actually, she's 5'11". I'm 5'8", 5'9". And she has, I mean, it's
17 and oh, I thought she said that she lost a fight to that Marshall lady. She said she 1-1.
24-0, but her record is 24-0, 21 knockouts, I believe. My record is 17-0 with I think 3 knockouts. Listen, Laila, it's not no hard feelings. I just want to know who the best is, and the only way to figure out who the best is to fight. We ain't gotta keep talking. You don't have to keep.
Now, let me put this in perspective. This was before she lost the hope that I might fight her. So she tried to speak more respectfully and polished, and she did what her team told her. But then 2 months later, the mask came off again.
That's not gonna happen.
Come on now, listen.
Did she turn the money down?
She did. Laila Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
No, come on, we ain't gonna do that.
No, that is right.
Come on, Laila can rumble though.
she can't rumble like Ann Wolf. I said who's the best from that era. Ann Wolf would have knocked Laila Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Laila oh so pretty ass out. Laila oh so pretty ass out.
I mean, again, y'all are using the same tactics because you just showed 6 women and said they'll whoop her and she ducking the smoke from them. Y'all using the same tactics. She trying to get you in the ring for the payday.
That's true.
Now that was the real her. I've never been concerned with who was regarded as the best or the greatest or who had the most accolades
At
or
least
titles.
Tyson and Roy Jones got their old ass in there.
On so many high levels. What's it feel like to be an undefeated champ?
It feels good. I mean, anytime I think you work hard at your skill, you guys know how that is.
Absolutely.
And to be able to reach that level, you know, that peak of being one of the best, it's an amazing feeling. So,
Or the best.
Yeah.
Or the best.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm happy just being one of. My father always said he was the best. That wasn't really my thing. My thing is I want to be the best in my weight class. I want to be undefeated, and I want to be a world champion. And those things I attain. So call it what you want to.
Amen.
So, yeah.
I will say, becoming a WBC champion, like my father and so many greats before him, was an accomplishment that I will always be proud of. Every female fighter who wins a WBC title receives her belt with my face displayed on it. Now that truly is something special to me. So, did her plan work? Did she make me mad enough to come out of retirement after 18 years and start training again to make her dream of fighting me and having a big payday courtesy of Laila Ali come true? Absolutely not. After years of blatant lies and vile disrespect, making unsolicited negative remarks about me, questioning the legitimacy of my boxing.
Is this a I would have fought you if you hadn't did X, Y, and Z video? That's what it's giving.
Legacy and having the audacity to cross the line by disrespecting my deceased father, trying to use his name to discredit his daughter.
Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never. Her daddy would never. Maybe she don't have that in her genes.
She will not be rewarded.
How did she disrespect your daddy by saying he would never, he would fight? How is that disrespectful?
With the opportunity to share the ring with me or anything else. There's your answer. When I was still active, I held boxing in the highest regard. It's what I did full time. I put all of my energy and focus into it. I wasn't distracted, trying to do a little of this and a little of that. I was locked in, dedicated, disciplined, mastering my craft. I had the best of the best, excellent trainers, including Buddy McGirt, Roger Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather Sr., who all held me to a very high standard. Boxing is in my DNA, and it will always be my first love. Now, after all this she's put me through, I would never partner or collaborate with her on anything. Now, I've seen some comments from people saying, she's been so quiet, ever since I put out part 1. Maybe she's finally going to take some responsibility and try to do better. But in reality, she's been running her same predictable playbook, misleading and deceiving the public. Her team has been busy trying to clean up the mess she's made over these years. They're literally running paid online ads with old footage of her signing her first contract and touting the Bible. Will she be taking any responsibility for her actions or just keep pretending? The bottom line is, she crossed a line that can never be uncrossed. She showed me and the world who she really is. And like Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you,
it's not a flex. It's for the, Laila is right. It's for the payday, but both are it's for the payday. It's the namesake. That's why Laila could command just off her namesake and who she is and what she's done in boxing. She could command 15, but Clarissa would probably get 30 to 35. That's the problem Laila got. Laila has the problem where she feel like she's supposed to be the A side. She wants to be making the most. Because if it was flipped around to where Clarissa was making 15, Laila was making 30, 35, Laila would have her old ass in the ring like we just saw Tyson and Roy Jones and a lot of these other old boxers who getting their ass back in the ring for a payday. She don't want to be the B side. She don't want to make 15 and see Clarissa get 30. But no, it wouldn't be a flex. Everybody would expect her to win. But it's just an exhibition match. We get to see two sides. It would just be like seeing Jordan and Kobe play one-on-one. Everybody would watch it just to see. We expect Kobe to win because he's younger, but we want to see could Father Time, could the old nigga win? Could the old nigga pull off an upset?
who they are, believe them the first time. Now, just as I told her many years ago when she reached out to me for advice and I gave it to her freely, I encouraged her to build a brand on integrity and respect and surround herself with good people.
Laila Ali told me to build my brand, a good brand, and a brand that I want to represent and stand for. And she said, have good people behind me who I trust, Laila Ali.
As a boxer, I was unapologetically confident and I believed I couldn't be beaten. And I proved it every time I stepped into the ring. As an entrepreneur, I've consistently carried that same mindset forward through the brand and the businesses that I've built from the ground up. Let's get real laser focused for a moment. It all started back in 2018 when I went on The Breakfast Club to promote my cookbook. Her record was 8-0 with 2 knockouts. Now remember, she and I were on good terms at the time. I even mentioned her and said nice things about her. Now during the interview, I was asked, would I make a comeback to boxing? I said I wasn't planning on making a comeback and I didn't feel there was anyone out there who would give me a real challenge. That's how I felt. Well, she heard that and got in her feelings because she felt that I should see her as a challenge.
You know, her saying, oh, there's not nobody good enough at 168, my weight class, that could give her a challenge when I'm the #1 in my weight class. And, you know, I'm just like, you know, nah. I mean, like, I'm the best female boxer that I've ever seen. And, you know, if Laila Ali wants to come back, we can rumble. We can go. You're not going to come back and beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can happen. You know, I just don't like the disrespect. I never used her name to try to be like, you know, try to call her out of retirement. It's basically like she's talking about she can my retirement. She just gonna beat me if she decided to. And people think that I start to beat her.
How did the relationship sour?
She goes on this interview and says, oh, I will come my retirement, but there's no one good enough to give me a challenge.
So the one thing we both agree on is how this started.
And she felt like you slighted her, as she should, in your weight class. You still young, kinda. Hey, you young. She still got them 17 years on you, but that was 7 years ago. You were 40. 2015 or 10 years ago. You were 37. You still could have got them in. Now, the money wouldn't have been as high because she wasn't a name like she is, and you had been retired for who knows how long.
Now let me tell you why I didn't see her as a challenge. At the time, I had been retired from boxing about 11 or 12 years. 24-0, 21 knockouts, 5 world titles, right? I literally retired from boxing because I ran out of competition. It's public information. I would have to be inspired to make a comeback, and I didn't see anybody.
So that was a slight. You slighted a woman who had just won gold, who proved she was one of them. In your weight class, she's supposed to take offense.
Out there that I was inspired by, including her. I know she's an Olympic gold medalist, but let's not forget, in Olympic boxing, you're going up against amateurs, not professionals. I saw her fight as an amateur, and I saw her fight as a professional.
It's still hard to do. It's still hard to win against amateurs because most of the good amateurs like her go pro. See, she's still trying to slide up.
And I didn't feel that she would be competition for me. In fact, you know what? Let me let her tell you exactly what I mean.
You mentioned you would break us out.
Yes, I would.
You only have 2 knockouts in 10 fights.
Yep.
Why is that?
Because women only go too many rounds.
All of the women who have been collecting knockouts got them in 2-minute rounds.
That's the main reason. As you've seen from my last fight, me turning pro with only 10 fights, you have to learn how to fight as a professional fighter. And when I came from the amateurs to the pros, I thought everything was the same. I'm like, I'm gonna do the same stuff I did in the amateurs. But training with Coach John David showed me that amateur boxing compared to professional boxing and punching is completely different. Amateur boxing compared to professional boxing and punching is completely different. These last 2 years, he has shown me so much. And from when you see my fight against Hammer, we only worked together for maybe 6 months. And then you see my fight with Habazine, just the body shots, how I can pick my shots now, how powerful and sharp I am. All that had to be changed. So when it comes to the knockouts, I've stunned every girl I've ever boxed against out of my 10 fights. Toward the end of the round, middle of the round. But when they only have to get beat up for 2 minutes and then go back and rest for a minute, it's not enough time for me to break them down some more.
She's still trying to learn how to put her punches together and fight like a professional. I've been knocking opponents out since my pro debut, my very first fight. I have more knockouts than she has wins. She started all of this with me because I didn't see her as a challenge for me. Here we are in 2025, and she's only added 1 more knockout. She's still trying to learn how to throw her punches and fight like a professional.
I think that I'm so good that I'm hard on myself because I should be knocking these girls out. If I can go on there.
It doesn't matter if you're a knockout artist or not, if you're undefeated. If you undefeated, who cares about the knockouts? What is your record at the end of the day? If you win all 12 rounds, did you outbox your opponent? Did you get the W?
And win unanimous decisions, I'm always asking myself after the fight, why didn't you get the knockout? How come didn't the knockout come? I got all the skills and the power and everything. I just have to figure it out and put it all together. I would have knocked her out. I really want to become the full potential fighter that I want to be. Like, I think people now, like, you talking about full potential, you got 13 world titles, like, how much more greater can you be? It's like, I can start sleeping people, I can get some knockouts on my record.
Yeah, she can knock me out. Now, maybe someday.
I mean, she's 17 years younger than you. She hoping she could knock an old lady out. I'm just saying, you're old. Your jaw ain't as strong as it was back in your 20s.
She'll discover her own identity and who she is truly meant to be without riding my coattails or the Ali name. I am one of one, and this lane is closed. I did this all myself. There's no camera crew here. There's no script writer. There's no hair and makeup. It's just me and my iPhone and my ring light. My setup.
Yeah.
was worth the simple gesture of creating a free
She did not edit this shit, and she got somebody running the camera for her. It's the cap for me.
YouTube page and Instagram page where I can house this content so the truth can live right alongside all the lies that have been spread.
I ain't messing with 50-year-old people. I'm just saying she expect to knock out a 50-year-old.
In the beginning, no one would have
You
listened
can't
to the
knock out
truth
a
about what's really been
50-year-old.
going
You
on all
can't
these
knock
years.
out nobody.
I want the same media and blogs and content creators who are exposed to the lies to also see the truth. That's why I released my answer in this format. Thank you for watching and much love to you all.
Get on your belly!
I got sent this video. Y'all see it.
It's just before 6 p.m.
Why this motherfucker ain't pausing? But yeah, I was sent this video. We got tasers.
In Alliance, Ohio, where police were called to a courthouse parking lot after a man
Y'all in
reported a woman
crime
tried to
body
block
cam.
him from filing a police report.
You can roll the window down or I can pull you out. It's up to you.
Oh shit.
Roll your window down or I'm going to pull you out.
Oh shit. He ain't
Roll your
playing.
window down or I'm pull. 48 headquarters. I'm going to need another car.
My nigga is not playing with this shit.
Roll your window down. If you don't, okay, I'm going to arrest you for obstructing. I am going to arrest you. I promise you I am. If you don't exit the vehicle, I am. You're not touching me. If you don't exit the vehicle, I am arresting you. Hurry up and get here. You can call whoever you want. If they interfere, they're going to jail too. Come out of the car or you are under arrest.
She like, what?
48 headquarters. Stay right here.
Okay. He got on his glasses. He finna go get his nice shit. No nonsense, officer.
48 headquarters.
Yeah.
So you were coming here to file a complaint?
Yeah.
And she tried preventing you?
Yes.
How did she try to prevent you?
She's blocking the entrance.
Okay.
Back with the suspect, another officer looks to calm down the situation.
No, get him away from me. Get him away from me now. They already beat me the up a week ago. Do not let him near me.
I'll be out with 48.
And what can Muhammad Ali down to say in the third part?
Who, these people?
No, my this cop, the other cops, they tackled me a week ago. Do not let them near me.
Okay. Why'd they tackle you a week ago?
Because I called them because my son's dad's been trying to take my kid from me.
Okay.
He needs to stay away from me, please. We already made a police report. They're trying to victim shame me and not make me make a report.
Okay.
He needs to stay away from me, please. He's not letting my son talk to me.
How old's your son?
I haven't spoken to him since last Sunday.
Okay. Can you roll down the window a little bit?
He blocked my phone number.
Okay. Who is
My
this?
son's dad.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
she done cracked the window. She done fucked up.
And the sheriff said you guys can't do anything since it's an alliance, but I don't trust you guys after that happened.
Okay.
What a
He needs to
real
give me my
nigga
son.
officer. Both of them got on.
If I'm able.
Both officers.
I asked them if I
What
could talk
do
to my
I
son.
do?
Okay.
See, that's my sister. Do not let him touch her. Do not let him touch her. Do not let him touch her.
He's not going to touch her.
Do not let him touch her. No, tell him to stay away from me.
Officers later identify the suspect, seen here, as 31-year-old Kayla Ryder. And as you just heard, she has a visitor who tries to join in on the fun before this situation takes an unexpected turn.
This isn't your business. You go over there or you'll go to jail too. Go over there. You're going to jail too. What's your name?
This nigga is no.
Here's the deal. You can either come out of the car or I'm going to break out the window.
Why are you guys trying to arrest
I'm going to break out the window if you don't exit. No, you can go over there.
Why are you guys trying to arrest me?
If you don't back up, you're not standing behind us.
Okay, I'm not standing behind you.
No!
Man, did she pull off? She did.
48 headquarters. She's trying to take off. We got a pursuit. She almost just struck Olivia.
You stupid.
Now she's got the collar pinned in. No, stay the back.
Damn.
Get out of
Damn, my nigga broke that motherfucker with one swift motion. Shit. He was angry. He had enough of this. He pointed at this bitch. Look, you stay, motherfucker, I shoot you too. It's real swift.
Get out of the car!
Oh, no, he hit it twice.
Get out of
Damn, she hopped on the other side and then hopped back.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Why why the fuck this nigga pulled the gun out? I thought we had a taser. This nigga pulled out the piece. Why did she hop back? Okay, we gotta watch this shit again. We gotta watch this shit one more again.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
My nigga about
Get out of
to
the
blow
car!
her ass out.
On the ground! On the ground!
Nigga, how you gonna get the taser out after you done pulled the pistol out? That's ass backwards. Nigga, you supposed to escalate in force, not what the fuck? Nigga, you supposed to go taser, then gun. You went gun, now you got the taser. Well, you realize, did you just now realizing you had the 9 out?
Ground! On the ground! Face on your belly! Get on your belly! Get on your belly! Get on your belly! Get on your belly! Taser! Taser! Get on your belly! Taser!
Officers tase Kayla after she allegedly rammed into 2 cruisers and nearly hit an officer. Let's rewind and take a look from a different angle.
That's why she stopped. She tried to get away, but her car is stuck on the fucking curb. It's stuck on that little median. She couldn't drive over it. It's stuck. You could tip that motherfucker back and forth. That's crazy. I ain't heard a taser at all. He must not got the voltage cut up high.
Taser! Get on your belly! Taser!
Officers tase Kayla after she allegedly rammed into 2 cruisers and nearly hit an officer. Let's rewind and take a look from a different angle.
What is happening? What's happening? They're trying to take me away again. Don't let them take me away. Keep him away from her. Keep him away from her. Listen, your window's gonna break out. You're gonna come out.
And she got stuck. You trying to stick the key in the cruiser. Did she hit the car?
Get out of the car!
On the ground! On the ground!
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Face on your belly! Get on your belly!
Get on your belly!
Get on your
Get
belly!
on your stomach! Get on your stomach!
Get on your belly! Get on your belly! Taser! Taser! Get on your belly! Taser! Get on your...
Hey, everybody, we're going to get you right back to that body cam in just a minute, but here's a question for you. What a lot of the body
Nigga. Fuck you.
verdicts and settlements, they make the process super easy. .com/LC bodycam.
Put your hands behind your back! Get off of me! You don't do this to me again!
I don't hit the taser at all.
Kayla is tasered a second time as police work to wrangle in the suspect.
Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
He gotta be on some meth or
Let me
something.
go! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! I'm not doing anything! I am not doing anything in this again! You guys did it again! Let go of my wrist! Psychos! Hey! Yeah, you
Don't you move or you're getting zapped again.
You are such an abuser! You are an abuser! Do not zap me!
You're such an abuser.
Okay? No! Can you not? He needs to stay the away from me. I already talked to you guys about this. Like, give me my medications. Get off. No! You're trying to take my purse again. Stop.
We'll cut it off.
No!
We will cut it off.
Bondoni, no! Let me have. Do you want me to cut off your purse?
We're way past that.
No, it's not. When he just tasered me.
We will cut it off
Look
if
at
you
my
don't give it to
ankle
us.
because of you guys last time too.
We're taking it off. If you don't want to give it to us, we're going to cut it off. Do you
It's
understand?
fine.
Give me your knife.
Why are you guys doing
my
this?
battery's dead.
Why are you guys
You want to
doing
play
these
these stupid games? We're
No,
just going to
because
cut
you're
it off.
pressing that. Oh my God. You guys. No, you did. Nope, that's all you, girl. I told you what was gonna. Okay, you ran. I'm not gonna help you because this is what happens to me every time. Yeah, because you act like that. No, because I want. No, it's because you act like that. No, it's not. I was trying to turn my car off if you guys would let me. Yeah, that's why you rammed into my cruiser.
And ran into my cruiser.
And almost ran me over.
He ran into
Yeah,
your
you guys wanna say that
cruiser. You
because my
pulled
sister came down
around
there
there.
to save me. Yeah, my body cam has it all, honey. I know, and your body cam has.
Officers decide it's time to get Kayla in a patrol car. Let's see how that goes.
Let's get her in a f***ing car.
No, stop.
You are under arrest.
No, I'm not.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney with you during a questioning. If you can't afford to hire one, won't be provided for you. You have the right to stop and answer a question at a time.
Don't try it. Give me my medicine.
No.
Ow! Oh my God. No. My God, you're allowing them to break my arm.
Get in the f***ing car.
I hate him.
Get in the car.
I don't let him touch me. You piece of.
Damn.
My hand's gonna break again.
Well,
Get away.
Life's choices.
So, are you kidding me? Get the f*** away, sicko.
This is the victim. He came to file a report. She pinned him in and wouldn't let him out of the door.
Oh, Lord.
I tried to help you.
Sliced my knuckles open that window. You're going to jail. That's where you're going. I promise you are.
Kayla is secured in the patrol car while one officer decides to have a few words with that other woman.
Do you understand that your sister's a grown woman?
I do.
Who are you?
Sorry,
Hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done. You may in just a second. Who are you to come interfere? I'm not saying that was your initial intention, but when we're dealing with her, what is you adding to the mix going to do? All this did was make me focus on you as well as focusing on her. And one of our officers almost just got hit by her car because she's nuts.
I got scared. I don't know what you had out on you, but when you pulled the first thing out, I thought you had a gun at her, so that's why I came forward. And I've never seen any live
He did have that pistol out.
on them, so I'm
And
sorry
fortunately, I've never shot anybody.
Okay, but I'm sorry I react like that. You have to understand, I've never seen anything like this, and this has been a lot on me.
I can imagine. Do you understand that by this situation, your involvement up to this point right now gets you a trip to the Stark County Jail?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Please. No, I just...
Is this a learning experience?
Yes, please.
Is this ever going to happen again?
No, I promise you.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
He just wanted to scare.
The officer
He
sends the
just
woman on
wanted
her
to
way.
scare her.
Another officer checks back in with the man Kayla was allegedly trying to pin in.
Got temporary custody because she had a...
Don't never do it again.
She resisted arrest.
Okay.
And those people... My son tried to call 911, and she came and pushed him down. That's why I came here today to check on that and make sure. Because they did something strange. I said I wanted to file a report, and they had me just talk to somebody over the phone.
Okay.
Listen, I want to go there. I want to file it. I want to write it down.
Great.
Sure it's right
Yeah, you want to do a statement?
Yeah, she's talking with him.
I've been trying to work hard.
Yeah, he said that there's another case that he's coming to check it. He was coming here to file a complaint against her for hitting his son. He's also wanting to check on another complaint that he had made. Dispatch said he's likely working with Wells. I'm unsure because it's not finished or whatever. I don't know. When I got here, listening to the 911 call, I could hear tapping. I could hear him. And then I see her right here. She's preventing him from exiting the car. He's being as cool as a cucumber, hanging out inside, but she's antagonizing. I mean, she had him pinned in back here.
I can hear her now. Opening the doors. Opening the doors. I've been in trouble for a couple months because they have not wanted to charge her. It's hard for me to get that.
Give me one second. Why'd you want me?
Is there a female? She also says she's sorry for hitting your car.
Please tell them to stay away from me. They think I'm on drugs and I'm not. I literally just...
Oh, hey. Listen, hold still. I have sharp in my hand. I don't want to get poked and I don't want you to get poked.
Yeah, they want me to get in trouble. They set me the up. I was on the phone with the sheriff. You guys knew what you were doing this whole time.
Okay.
They busted my face. They don't care what the fuck they do.
prongs.
Look at my fingers from last time.
All right, hold still. I'm still looking.
Please. Look at my fingers from what they did to me last time. Do not let
When
them
was that?
on the 11th.
All right, can you turn back around for me?
They are not allowed to touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
Okay. Somebody on the other side. What's that? Somebody on the other side? Yeah.
No, leave me alone.
Okay, hang tight.
Do you want me to fix your dress? Why did you do this? Well, why'd you run me over? I did not. Would you like me to fix your dress or no? I will fix your dress for you. If you would, but I don't want I want my son. Okay, well right now, we're not worried about your son. We're worried about making sure. I already talked to my therapist today and my doctors from the place. So why, you guys can't do anything when I'm not there. I have no way to even get a hold of anybody to figure out that no contact order was even there. I want my son. You can't just take my son and my cat from me. Right now, I mean, you're going to jail. You know that, right? Why? Because you guys did this. You did that. I'm pretty sure you did that. You were in my cruiser. Quit trying to turn this around on me. You saw it shows him running at me. Goodbye. It shows him running at me at the car. My sister's a witness to it. I have video too. Don't worry, so do I.
A witness statement for him.
Should we also have a video of you almost running me over? No, you don't. No, I do. Pretty sure I do. Are you going to listen to me? I'm listening to you. Oh,
You want me to try to get some vitals on you, please? Can we do some vitals on you just to make sure you're okay? That's what we're here for.
I'm going to have a heart rate.
All right, that's understandable.
I need my medication. You guys can't take my medication.
Even bleed from the taser. Her pale ass. I ain't seen no
Rose,
blood
he's gonna get
spots.
vitals.
Yeah, I don't think he just. I
Can I
don't
get some vitals on you, please?
think
We're worried about the vitals right now. Get vitals and I'll talk to you later.
EMTs attempt to check Kayla out medically, but she's not exactly up for the help.
So you're not going to let us check you out?
Well, we don't have any control over that.
Weak ass taser.
Where's the fire department here?
Y'all need to recharge them motherfuckers.
I don't think you get the phone right now. We have to check you out before anything. I'm not thinking you're jail. You got to go to the hospital. That's what happens after you get changed. Yeah, that's not on us. We don't do that. Nobody's laughing. You're.
This nigga got a
She refuses. We'll just take her later.
body cam on the side of his head.
Are you gonna let the ambulance take you down?
They got to take her out of there and put her in the paddy wagon. This is bullshit. What is this fluff?
They're all out. Got a couple spots in the back. Little blood spots on the arm.
That's an ugly ass white girl. Well, there's two evidence.
I'm assuming, yeah. If I had to make a guess based on where the glass is, where they were holding her, probably just custom the glass, me out of glass. Somebody riding with her.
It's not long until one officer decides it's time to be frank with the suspect.
What's the first name again?
We have no idea.
Ma'am, this is what's going to happen, okay? I understand. You're not listening. That's why you don't know. And maybe you don't understand. You ran into her cruiser. You're going to jail tonight. You're not having any contact with anyone out. You're not making any phone calls until you get to the jail.
It's still out here free too.
Yeah.
She said that.
Yeah, you're going to jail. So you're going to the hospital for. Listen, you're going to the hospital to get clearance. You can either go up in an ambulance or you can ride with one of us and we'll just drag you out of the car for clearance.
See, is it allowed? They're allowed to talk to me like that when I didn't even touch them?
Well, then you need to go in the ambulance with them if you don't want to be away. All right, then you can just ride up with us.
No, I'm not. I'm not riding with them.
Yep, you'll ride with us.
No, please don't.
This is my car, isn't it?
No.
Go with you.
I'll go with you.
No, she doesn't want to. We'll take her to the hospital and we'll drag her out
Ride
there.
in the ambulance, please.
So, attempted vehicular assault on a police officer.
You're such a liar.
And
It's on your body cam.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, that you tried to run into my car.
Cool.
Can I
take her
please
up
go
and-
with the ambulance? Please?
No, we're taking you out.
No,
Too
you're
late.
not.
You made
I
your
don't
decision.
want to hear me.
You're still going to the hospital, so
I don't
we're
want
not in
you to
violation
hear
of
me.
anything.
It's going to be me that transports you. You've dealt with me a million times. It's going to be okay. All right?
I can't not go without my phone and money.
Yeah, you
Well,
just
I got bad news about start county jail. I'm not going to let you have your phone.
This isn't my
These
fault.
bitches are property
Okay,
carriers.
that's going to be for the court to decide, okay? The decision's already been made as far as today. So we're going to take you to the ambulance. We're going to take you to the hospital. No more issues. Nobody wants...
well, you need to make sure that you are amenable to our orders. All right?
Kayla was taken to the Stark County Jail and charged with felonious assault, obstructing official business, OVI, resisting arrest, and unlawful restraint. At last check, her case remains open.
The crux of this case, ladies and gentlemen, is whether at the time she fired her gun, at that closed, locked, deadbolted door, did she reasonably believe that her conduct was necessary to prevent imminent?
Okay, this is the short version of the Netflix documentary, The Perfect Neighbor. They all use this. Like I said, when I started watching it, it was just a whole bunch of body cam clips any damn way. Narration from
Death
detectives and
or great bodily harm against her.
It is virtually impossible to convey all of the ways Susan has devastated our lives.
The documentary film, The Perfect Neighbor, is essentially the #1 program in the U.S. on Netflix right now. And the Sundance Film Festival winner chronicles the case against Susan Lawrence, the woman who shot and killed her neighbor. And through body camera footage and interrogation tapes, we are seeing this picture. But what the film didn't take a deep dive into was the court case. So Law and Crime, we covered this trial gavel to gavel. We are going to take you through powerful attorney statements, critical witness testimony, and an emotional sentencing. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Netflix's latest true crime documentary, The Perfect Neighbor, is dedicated to what it calls Ajaka A.J. Owens' legacy, her 4 children. The 35-year-old woman was gunned down in her Marion County, Florida neighborhood on June 2nd, 2023 by her own neighbor. Then 58-year-old Susan Lawrence lived across the street from Owens and her kids, and the women had some tense exchanges about where many kids in the neighborhood were allowed to play. You see, next to the cluster of apartments where Lawrence had rented, there was this empty, grassy field. So naturally, the kids gravitated toward it, right? They played tag, they threw footballs, they generally acted like kids. But as you know, with rambunctious young kids comes a lot of noise, and apparently Lawrence didn't like that at all. So despite having no ownership of that open area, by the way, she was constantly scolding the kids for playing there and being loud. She also involved Marion County deputies multiple times, calling to report the kids that they were trespassing or being a public nuisance. And in the months before the tension between Lawrence and Owens came to a head, Lawrence called 911 to report that Owens had thrown a no trespassing sign at her.
I work at home, I do insurance, and the kids are screaming and yelling. And so it's very hard for me. And this is my apartment here. They're all here in the front. It's really here. It's loud. But when they come on the side here, I just can't hear my clients. Okay. That's not fair to me.
Yeah, I understand.
Right to have peaceful and quiet and check.
I understand.
I'm sorry, my heart's thumping. I just didn't know she was going to actually get physical with me.
With the other sign?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not cool. You don't get physical. I mean,
she just threw it?
No, she whipped it at me. Okay. I mean, she hit me.
Deputies, they spoke with Owens as well, whose frustration with this whole situation was definitely palpable.
It's funny because I'm the one that never comes outside and says anything to her. But today, I just happen to feel that, first of all, before she moved there, this big open space right here, all the kids, they like to play kickball, football, in the space she moves in. I don't want y'all playing over here. This is private property, so they don't play there anymore. Hey, fine. I told my kids, they're playing over there, y'all don't go. Okay? So we have a dog, and she's always taking pictures of the kids. Oh, I'm going to call the police and have you guys arrested. Always, she's badgering the kids. So I told them to go over there, stay away from there, don't. Whatever. So we have a dog. My kids have the dog. The other day, she tells my son, I'm going to have you arrested, and we're going to jail. He's 8, so he's terrified. He won't even walk the dog anymore.
Let her know all that.
Okay. So she's terrified. He won't even walk the dog anymore. So I had my 11-year-old take the dog out now. So he's walking the dog on this side. Now you live on this side, okay? You don't want him over here, fine, but this is joint area. You can't tell them they can't walk on this side. So he's walking the dog, and he's all the way back towards the fence. I'm standing here on my phone. She comes outside to go to the car or something. She sees him. Oh, I told you I'm going to have you arrested. I'm going to have you arrested today. She has her phone out like she's taking his picture or whatever. Now he's trying to run back across the street. So I said, I'm sorry, what are you saying to him? And so I go over there. This is my private property. They can't have the dog over here. I told her, first of all, he's not on your property. He's on this side. You don't own it. And even if he was on this side, you don't own this either. You're renting this just like I rent over here, just like they rent over there. You don't own this. You can't tell them. Technically, they're not in your personal space that they can't walk the dog or even throw their football over here.
And Owen's neighbors backed her up.
This is just an open field. You know, it belongs to both property. You know what I'm saying? So if the kids want to play there, whatever. And that's what I keep telling them. Hey, as long as you don't get in her door, you don't start throwing rocks, don't be cursing at her. It's okay. She can cut the cups whenever she wants. But and I was trying to reason with her one day because we were all playing here. You know, the kids, everything jumping. All right, let's go. And she's like, hey, you know what? One day you guys are gonna die. And I'm like, and that's when I like, whoa.
As we're covering this kind of story, I will just say, even if you're not a journalist, staying on top of what is going on in the world is so important.
One day you gonna die. This nigga in they advertisements, boy.
Back to trustworthy journalism. But unfortunately, these simmering tensions reached a boiling point just a few weeks later. Lawrence had confronted Owen's children before picking up a roller skate and throwing it at her then 10-year-old son, hitting his foot. And when this boy ran away, he apparently left behind a tablet, which Lawrence reportedly took. While Owen's kids went to tell their mom what had happened, Lawrence called 911, reporting to the dispatcher that the child had threatened to beat her up, that she was in fear for her life because they were still outside.
Lying son of a white bitch.
Now, Owens, who was furious that Lawrence had not only yelled again at her children, but also threw something at one of them, she goes across the street, she starts banging on Lawrence's door, demanding she open it up and speak with her. Instead, what does Lawrence do? She fires a gun through the locked metal door, hitting Owens once in the chest. Owens collapsed, was still showing signs of life before she was rushed to the hospital, but the hope that she might survive, that was fleeting. And it led to this just absolutely heart-wrenching moment that was caught on body cameras.
It has been a very bad day. There's something bad that's happened. And y'all seen it, y'all understand it, y'all experienced it, right? Okay. Y'all love me? Okay. Y'all love mom? All right. Well, I got some bad news to tell you. Mom is not coming back anymore. Come. No. Come here. Come over here. Listen to me. No, I know. Okay. It's okay. I know. Okay. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am sorry. I'm so sorry.
You can't go home.
She's going. It's all right. You guys are going to be okay. It's all right. You guys are all right. It's okay.
Oh, this is in the documentary, by the way.
I know this ain't easy.
Now, here's the thing. While Lawrence was detained that night, she was released. Yeah, she wasn't formally arrested until several days later, something that caused uproar in the community. And during that time, she had multiple interviews with detectives where they tried to get her side of the story.
So what happened tonight that led to the conclusion that...
Well, I'm like, kids, go home. So they go home, and then all of a sudden she comes out, and she is just banging on my door. I'm like, go away. I'm not dealing with you tonight. And then she started banging so hard, everything started shaking. And I'm like, you really need to leave. And I said, I'm going to kill you. And she's just banging away. You know, I'm like, it's crazy. And ever since she has actually harmed me, I'm like, it just keeps getting worse and worse. I'm like, I don't know what to do with her. And she banged so hard, it looked like my door was going to fly off. And I panicked. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's really going to kill me this time, you know. And so I don't even actually remember picking up the gun. I just remember shooting.
You haven't really seemed remorseful for today, at least, for what had happened.
Oh, God. it just makes me sick. I don't know what, I can't take it back. It's transpired. It's in the past. I don't know what the hell to do. It's just probably be shutting down again.
So what happens? Lawrence was arrested and charged with manslaughter with a firearm, culpable negligence, battery, and 2 counts of assault. Owen's family had actually wanted prosecutors to charge her with second-degree murder, but according to reporting from Us Weekly, the DA's office said there was insufficient evidence to prove murder here. Now, Lawrence, she went to trial in August of 2024. WCJB reports that the other charges were in fact dropped, so all you had is the manslaughter charge. And she appeared, by the way, very different, having apparently lost a significant amount of weight since her arrest. Lawrence's attorneys, they argued self-defense. This brought up a lot of conversations about stand your ground in Florida, right? The stand your ground laws, we know, you don't have an obligation to retreat. You can stand your ground. You can use deadly force if necessary. Well, prosecutor Adam Smith said during his opening statement that firing a gun was an incredibly reckless thing to do here.
The defendant goes.
It was, which is why I'm shocked that they dropped the negligence charge. You shot through a door. You can't see where you're shooting at. That could have went any goddamn well. Now the second count of assault, I don't know where that second. Unless they gave the child one. But yeah, I see the negligence charge should have been dropped. Maybe that second assault charge, maybe.
Into her bedroom, grabs the loaded firearm, then walks all the way back out to the locked front door, and the police are on the way as she's been told. She points at the door, fires 1 shot at the center of the door, shooting and killing this object at home.
But then you had the other side. You had defense attorney Morris Carranza, who argued that the commotion going on outside Lawrence's door wasn't minor, it was terrifying.
Susan is sitting there. She has her firearm. She's several feet away from the door. As AJ is pounding on that door, pounding over and over again for minutes, you'll hear testimony that there is a cement wall right next to the door. And it is moving. It is shaking. So much so that there is a mirror on that wall next to the door, and it's shaking as well. And you'll hear evidence. Susan's heart is pounding. Pounding. The kind of pounding that you feel that's so powerful, that's so treacherous, that you feel the heartbeat in your throat.
That banging on Lawrence's door is really the crux of this whole case, right? How intimidating was the knocking? What was Owens yelling as she was banging on the door? Well, one of the witnesses called was a boy named Uriel, one of the children who was in the neighborhood that day and saw what happened.
I remember her banging on the door.
All right. Banging on the door?
Yes.
How is she banging? Can you describe that?
She was banging in a mad type of bang. She was like banging like pretty hard.
Okay. Do you remember mom saying anything while she was banging on the door? What do you remember her saying?
I remember her saying, open up this door.
Okay. Do you remember mom cussing at all while she was at the door?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember what she was saying?
Yes.
Okay. What was she saying?
She was saying the B word, and the F word.
Okay. Now, where was mom banging on the door?
Kind of in the middle.
In the middle?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever see mom reach for the door handle?
No.
Did you ever hear mom say, "I'm going to kill you"?
No.
And that's critical, okay? Because witnesses had testified that they never heard Owens say she was going to kill Lawrence, which was one of the reasons.
And this lady says she was having a calm conversation with her, saying you need to go home and all that. Why you had just called on an 8-year-old? You called 911 on an 8-year-old, saying he was going to kill you after you took his iPad and threw a skate at him. But you don't come and say she's banging on my door and I'm scared.
That Lawrence had claimed she was so scared. During Uriel's cross-examination by the defense, they really emphasized that the confrontation was intense.
And then after that, you started banging on Miss Susan's regular door, right?
Yes.
And she was banging really hard, wasn't she?
Yeah, mad hard, yes.
I'm sorry?
Hard, yes.
And it was like bang, 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 hard, right?
Yes.
And she was doing it with her fist, right?
Yes.
And AJ was talking really loud as she was banging and banging and banging on that door, correct?
Yes.
Her tone was a loud one and a mad one, right?
Yes.
She was screaming, right?
Yes.
She was threatened.
And where she was banging in the middle of the door, kind of like where the door handle is, right?
Objection or misrepresentation of the testimony.
Where was she?
Hold on one second. Overrule the objection. You can answer the question if you does.
And she was banging in the middle of the door, kind of like where the door handle is, correct?
No.
She wasn't?
She was banging in, not the middle where the door handle was. Not like beside the door handle, just the middle.
Just the middle? Okay. But in that area, that's when she's banging with her fist, right?
Yes.
And I know you don't want to curse, so I'm going to mention some words, and then you let me know if these are the words that you said. I know you don't want to say it, and I understand. But we have to know exactly the words she was using. She was using the words, right?
Yes.
And right?
Yes.
And she was saying things like this, right?
Yes.
And as I mentioned before, when that bullet flew through the door and struck Owens, it hit her in the chest. And according to body camera footage, she stumbled a few feet from Lawrence's door before collapsing. Witnesses tried to help staunch the bleeding and keep Owens conscious until paramedics could take over. But you had a forensic pathologist who testified about the absolutely catastrophic nature of Owens' injuries.
Can you describe to the jury the damage that the projectile caused as it entered her body and proceeded through it?
Sure. So the projectile entered the right side of the chest. It then hit the fourth rib, after which it went through her right lung. It went through the heart. It went through the esophagus. It also went through the aorta, after which it went through the diaphragm, the spleen, and it was recovered from the left lower abdomen area.
Now, as we know, everybody has the opportunity to testify in their own defense, right? It's their right. And while they can listen to attorney advice, the decision whether or not to take the stand is left up entirely to each individual defendant.
Ms. Lawrence, have you discussed with your attorneys the decision regarding whether or not you will testify or not?
Yes, I have.
Do you need any additional time to discuss that decision with them?
No.
Have they forced you to make a decision in any way?
No.
Have you made a decision on your own?
Yes, I have.
Can you tell us what that decision is?
I am not going to testify.
You've made that decision freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Okay.
So both the state and the defense rested their cases, and then they delivered their closing arguments.
She was angry the kids were being noisy, and she admitted to throwing the roller skate like we saw in the photo a few minutes ago. She told the 911 operator that she was sick of the children. Her words were, "They are bothering me. They won't effing stop." She wasn't afraid. She was angry. You heard the tone of that 911 call. The 911 call, an operator asked, "Are you in danger?" And she said, "No, I locked my door." She locked her metal door. We know from her 911 call, the main lock was engaged. We know from her interview with the detectives, the deadbolt was engaged.
Them motherfuckers done brought this bitch door in the court.
So at this time, she is behind a closed, locked, deadbolted metal door, standard metal door, about 1 3/4 inches thick. She's behind that in her concrete block home. Ms. Owens made it clear to the defendant that she wanted the defendant to come out and deal with this situation. If Ms. Owens wanted to get into that house, all she had to do was take something from the patio, one of that little Santa thing that was sitting there, throw it through the sliding glass door, shatter the door, and get in there. She didn't do any of that because her goal was not to get in the house. It was to get the defendant to come out and deal with the situation with her children. Even in the defendant's interview with the detectives, she was asked what was the first thing that came out of Ms. Owens' mouth. And the defendant said, Ms. Owens first said, "I want to speak to you because you're talking to my sons. I don't like the way you're talking to my sons."
If Susan Lawrence was in a dwelling in which she had a right to be, she had no duty to retreat. If you remember during the trial, Mr. Smith had asked some of the witnesses, did Susan shoot from way back there by her bedroom? Did she shoot from behind that countertop or behind that kitchen? It doesn't matter. Because she has no duty to retreat and she can stand her ground when she is in her dwelling if she is faced with imminent danger. Another important part of this is if she reasonably believed. We do not judge Susan Lawrence with what we in this courtroom have experienced in life. It's not what I would do or Mr. Buxman or Mr. Smith would do in that circumstance. It's what Susan Lawrence reasonably believed was necessary to prevent. That's a very important word, prevent.
It only took about 2.5 hours for the jury to come back with a verdict.
Verdict as to count one. We, the jury, find as to count one of the charge.
The defendant is guilty of manslaughter.
So what happens next? Well, ahead of her sentencing, Lawrence met with a licensed psychologist who testified at the sentencing hearing in November of 2024 that Lawrence had PTSD after suffering severe abuse and trauma during her childhood. And this psychologist was also asked about how Lawrence reacted to the enormous consequences of her actions.
Was she very remorseful in regard to
To me, she expressed, especially in the last 2 times that I saw her, that when she looks at this rationally, right? She said to me, I now realize that she was like a mama bear, taking care of her kids. And that's how I see her now. But that's not what I saw that day.
Owen's mother, who had been a powerful voice in the call for justice in this story, gave a heartbreaking statement on behalf of the family.
My name is Pamela Dias. I am the mother of Ashika Owens, who was shot and killed by Susan Lawrence. I stand before you with the burden of articulating and conveying the depth of our grief and the trauma that Susan Lawrence inflicted on our lives.
Manslaughter. They said they
And
had.
to also share.
They said they didn't have evidence to prove second-degree murder or nothing, so they charged them with what they felt they could get her found guilty on, which they were right.
The devastating impact that Susan caused when she fatally shot my daughter, Ashika Owens, on June
Now I'm
2nd,
gonna go watch the whole
2023.
thing on Netflix tonight.
It is virtually impossible to convey all of the ways Susan has devastated our lives.
Now, Lawrence may have chosen not to testify in her own defense during the trial, but she certainly had a lot to say during sentencing, speaking for nearly 15 minutes.
This woman kept coming after me,
Oh,
I had
no.
approached her because I was wearing my plants, and she's going, "Oh, there's a crazy old white lady." And I'm like, you can't just go around saying someone's crazy. I mean, it was insanity. So I went to say something to her, and she verbally
So you weren't offended she called you a white lady. You were offended she called you crazy. Check. Look at the judge.
attacked me again. She's like, you've been calling
He
my
like
kids
the
racist
nerve of
names and
this
stuff. I said, no, ma'am, I have not. And she kept getting angrier and angrier. The more I said no, the angrier she got. So finally I said, I was terrified. I mean, she went from a very relaxed position to a position here. I could see her neck veins starting to bulge. Her pulse is really getting, fast. And I'm thinking, she's going to beat the hell out of me right here in the street. So I said, listen, I'm sorry. If that's what you think I said, I'm very sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody. I didn't say it, but I'm sorry. I went to walk away, and she's following 1 foot behind me the whole time to my apartment till I slammed the door in their face. Again, never had anyone do anything that aberrant in my life.
Lawrence did finally get around to apologizing to the people whose lives she completely ripped apart. Well, maybe I should say sort of apologized.
I would like to make a statement to AJ's mom, children, and friends. It is with heavy heart and great remorse I write this letter to you. First and foremost, I am so sorry that I took AJ's life. I never intended to kill her. The night I shot that gun, I was confused as to why she was screaming and pounding on my door. I had an idea that
Girl, you stole the
I had
iPad
hit
and
him.
hit her son with his
I
cake.
could not understand why she was so angry. And she truly scared me. Now that I know he told her I hit him, I am just profoundly sad. Not only did a mother die, but a daughter and a sister. I think of your family's loss and know how hard it is to lose someone you love. Not being able to see that person, look at that person, or just talk to that person is such an empty feeling. I so wish I could go back and change things so that she was still here. I would trade my life so that she could be here, if it were possible. I know that you have all suffered from her loss, and I have prayed for you and your family during this time so that you can, that God could help you. Nothing I can do will change the outcome. I can only tell you I have cried and I feel horrible for my actions. Please accept my humble and sincere apology for this tragedy.
Judge Robert Hodges didn't hold back as he considered what the punishment for
What's wrong
Susan.
with his face?
Judge Robert Hodges.
Ew. What in the he need proactive is wrong with his face? And his forehead. Never mind. He may have been in some type of terrible accident, but something is not right.
Didn't hold back as he considered what the punishment for Susan Lawrence should be, what she deserved for killing Owens.
When I look at the nature of the offense, I find that the shooting was completely unnecessary in this case. Miss Lawrence was behind the door was locked. She had already called law enforcement. They were en route. She knew they were en route. She was in a relatively safe position. For some reason, she went into her room and found a gun. She could have stayed in the room and put another locked door between her and Miss Owens, but she came back out, put herself in front of the door. And at the time she fired the gun through the door, she was safe. Miss Owens was simply, although she was clearly banging loudly, and was probably very angry over the whole situation.
Like he was in an assassination.
She was mostly demanding that Miss Lawrence come outside, which would indicate she had no indication of coming inside the house. So when Miss Lawrence fired the gun through the door, she did so knowing a person was directly on the other side of the door. So what I'm going to do in this case is she be adjudicated guilty of manslaughter with a firearm, or serve 25 years in the Department of Corrections. 538 days. $100 cost of prosecution, $100 fine, court cost. Good luck to you, ma'am. You have 30 days to appeal.
Susan Lawrence is serving her sentence at the Homestead Correctional Institution in Homestead, Florida. She did a prison interview, by the way, with WCJB in September of this year, completely stuck to her story. That includes the allegation that the boys told her they were going to beat her up, that Owens had said she was going to kill her. And by the way, as I mentioned, these are statements that witnesses said they did not hear. According to the Florida Department of Corrections website, Susan Lawrence's release date is set for April 8th, 2048. And that's all we have for you right now.
Yup, you still got to do them 25 years. So tomorrow, I got this here video where this substitute teacher, she was doing coke at the school and she's tweaking as she getting arrested and things of that nature. And she didn't care. That's why I'm shocked that they took that negligence charge away, because she didn't know who and what was on the other side of the door. But according to her, she actually did know who and what, because she said she was telling her, you need to go away. This is crazy. I'm not going to do this. So she was saying she was in her interrogation footage. But if y'all want to see the full thing, it's on Netflix. It's The Perfect Neighbor. I'm going to go watch the rest of it now, actually, since I done got interested off of the court stuff. Maybe they're going to put the court stuff in there, even though Law and Crime said they didn't do the court. I don't know. I'm interested now. Because last night I didn't know, because I had seen Law and Crime had their little own version. So yeah, that's what I'm on. And Julio in the morning. To the next episode. A little channel, big voice. We out. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the thick bitch. Oh shit, didn't nobody come to see you old, it's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coded. Memphis niggas spit this pippin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Copy cooking, whip it, ship it till we count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving pack niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, oh, I need some more, nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach, I'm true geek. Walking by myself, but left with two freaks. Ooh, we, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah, baby, this is groovy. You can call me money boy, or you can call me nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches is some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island cause I like my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Niggas talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, baby, asking for forgiveness. Pussy ass nigga, Limp Biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, baby, asking for forgiveness. Limp Biscuit.